What up? What up? Listen, man, I know it's late, but hey, I got to do it. Figure I'd be on for just about 40 minutes or 50 minutes. That's it. But Green Bay is about to hand Arizona Cardinals their first loss. Aaron Rodgers looked like he did pulled it off. He missing a bunch of players. His right-hand man, his right-hand receiver, and still able to get a win over Arizona is impressive for one Aaron Rodgers. Okay? He is definitely having the MVP season again. I'm going to touch on that a little bit later. And last time I was watching basketball, my Knicks was beating up on the Bulls. So salute to the Knicks. You know, you was giving Chicago, our old rivals from the past, a beatdown. But I want to talk about everything that's going on in the media. One of the things that's going on with the media is Russell Westbrook. Okay, LeBron's out the picture now. So now it's just mostly Russell Westbrook. One Punch Man. You need to check that show out, man. So one night, Russell Westbrook is the hero. The next night, he's the zero. So he go from hero to zero overnight. But here's the thing about Russell Westbrook, okay? We all know that he's frantic. He's a stat padder, okay? And yes, stat padding is not a myth. It does exist. If you play basketball, you will know that stat padding is real, okay? If you play with some people, they would tell you. I had played with people that told me that they only cared about was their stats. They want their numbers by all means necessary, you know? Now, when it comes to stat padding, it's very acceptable for rookies to stat pad. They just came into the league. They got to make a name for themselves. So, of course, they got to build up their numbers and stats. Winning is secondary to a rookie because you just got into the league. You need stability. You need to keep your job. Because if you can't keep your job, and the only way you could keep your job in the NBA is by putting up good numbers. The numbers keep you in the job, keep you in the league. So it's when you get older and you stat pad, that's the problem. Right? When you get older, that's the problem. That's the problem I have with stat padding. If you're already an established player, why are you still stat padding for? Your number one goal should be winning if you're a veteran. You know you're staying in the league forever, so you good. But when it comes to Russell Westbrook, and no one can't win with Russell Westbrook, he's a leader in triple doubles. He's a multiple-time All-Star. But you got guys even disrespecting him to a point where they're saying he needs to come off the bench. You know, so now we know if the Lakers lose, the number one scapegoat, Zach, is going to be Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is going to get thrown under the bus if the Lakers lose. All right? So he's going to be the number one guy to blame if the Lakers lose. Lakers blow a 26-point lead with Westbrook and AD out there. This got nothing to do with LeBron. LeBron wasn't playing. So how you blow a 26-point lead? Easy. You dough up bricks. Russell Westbrook. Okay? They start settling for jump shots. Before you know it, they lost the game to a bunch of young cats in OKC. Now, can you win with Russell Westbrook is the title of this video. In hindsight, yes. Okay, they went to the finals before when they was little babies, and they had a chance, you know. So there's always a chance to win a championship with Russell Westbrook. But the question is, can you do it? The answer is yes, but you got to have the right team to do it. It always comes down to the right team and the right circumstances, you know. Yes, Zach, I understand. You're right. He is a liability because he's very frantic. He gets into one-on-one battles. He gets talked out of his game, and he's easy to get confused and easy to hurt his team because he's not efficient. He's everything LeBron James is, but the opposite. If LeBron James is efficient, Russell Westbrook is inefficient. If LeBron James is a good passer and playmaker, Russell Westbrook is a turnover machine. He had a quadruple double that night. He had 10 turnovers. That's right. We beat Chicago. And If it wasn't for John Morant missing a free throw on purpose, I believe, the Lakers probably lost that game. And if it wasn't for the Spurs going 0-7 for the free throw line, they would have beat the Lakers. So Lakers got a lot of stuff to work out with. So it's very hard playing with a ball dominant stat pattern like Russell Westbrook. He's a stat pattern. The guy loves his stats. Okay, he's a very walking definition of stat padding. And my problem with him stat padding is you're a veteran. So why are you padding your stats? You know, the night before when they beat San Antonio, everybody was acting like it's a miracle that Westbrook got 33 points. I mean, he been doing that. He's an all-star. That shouldn't be no surprise. You know? Yeah, we beat Chicago. You know? Dress break or West break. Man, you're gonna have people in the LBG or whatever the hell community, you know, coming after you, Drew. They gonna get you. Don't you talk about our Westbrook like that. You know, the Lakers are slightly overrated. Yes, they are, but at the same time, when they come together, it's going to be problems. Now, remember, when the Miami Heat first came together, they were struggling too. All super teams struggle a little bit because they all knew, and you just throw them all on the same team. What you suspect? You know? But when things start to go their way, then it's a different story because you suspect them to win. But they're not getting no excuses because you still got 3 All-Stars on that team and a bunch of Hall of Famers. People suspect you to win. Now, I don't take the Lakers very seriously in the regular season. They're supposed to lose a lot of games in the regular season. They're an older team. Now, you got LeBron James out here going to do load management, but I guess he's going to use the injury as an excuse now. You may never hear that word load management ever again in the NBA. Players will still do it, but you may never hear that word no more because it left such a bad taste in people's mouth. It's like, what's this place? Here in LA, you got South Central, right? That name is so bad and got such a bad stigma, they don't call it South Central no more. They just say South LA. Because when you say South Central, people automatically think of South Central. Bang, bang, shoot them up, South Central. You know? So there's the difference. So with that being said, yeah, Westbrook is a liability. But you know what? He does play hard. Oh, hold on. He does play hard. And he does give you a chance to win. You just got to know how to work with a player like that. Now, Kid Trunks was saying that Westbrook should come off the bench. Okay? A former coach from the NBA is saying Westbrook should come off the bench. You know, you think that's going to sit well with one Russell Westbrook? Hell no. You think he going to like that? Hell no. If LeBron hear those reports, LeBron going to be pissed. Because LeBron don't want his players upset. Because he know he needs them to win. You got AD out here. He got a nickname, Street Clothes, Mr. Softy. They should call him, hey, Drew, they should call AD Softy Ice Cream. Yep. John Starks remind me of Russell Westbrook in the mentality a little bit. Both frantic, inefficient players that just go out there and do anything at any given moment. But Westbrook got to get his stats, man. He need that triple-double. Mr. Glass, AD, won't even play like a big man. He won't even get in there in the post. No, LeBron not hated on too much. He's not hated on at all. If anything, he just overrated. Or overhyped. You keep talking about a guy that much, he's always in the news. for just about anything. You're overhyping and overrating him. It just is what it is. As I said, LeBron can't beat Kobe. Prime for prime, Kobe would have spanked LeBron James. And if Kobe could do it, then you already know the originator can. That's another story for another day. So you got the Lakers. Yeah, it's early in the season, but at the same time, Westbrook is playing like Westbrook. And that is enough concern to piss a lot of people off. You know, or at least Laker fans. Here in LA, people are already talking about trying to trade him. You know. So, with that being said, can you win with Russell Westbrook? The answer is yes. You can win with Westbrook. You know? Kawhi got a winning record too. G Money, good. I'm glad you brought that up. You know? Overhyped don't mean you not a. That got nothing to do with whether he's in the top 10 or not. We just talking about the word overhyped. Yes, he's overhyped. A lot of players are overhyped. But what you suspect is the media. They're going to have to overhype LeBron James. They need him for money. That doesn't mean he's not bad. Of course, he's a top 10 player. Nobody say he's not. And you get that much media coverage, especially in today's world. Well, all you hear about in the NBA is LeBron James most of the time. Well, LeBron is a better overall, all-around player than Kobe, but I think Kobe would have beaten LeBron James, prime for prime. How many times I got to say that? There's no receipts for it. I just said it just now. That's your receipt. But stats don't always mean you're just flat out the better player. I do believe Kobe would have beaten LeBron James way more times. If they met on a big stage, I do believe Kobe would have beat LeBron, you know, several times, you know. Yeah, but you know what? Overhype is a complete different meaning. It doesn't matter if you're the best player of a generation or not. When people start overhyping you, you know, it's kind of like when some over-the-top Jordan fans say, like, man, they don't know Jordan's real numbers, so they just sit there and say, hey, man, Jordan was averaging 60 for a whole season. You know, it's just stuff like that. You're pitting stuff way too high on a pedestal, you know. Yeah, but see, here's the thing, Drew. Even if he went to that stage, I think he would have lost. But overhyped, overrated, don't mean you suck. It just means overhyped just means you get too much attention. I said this many times that there's a lot of other players in the NBA. Rather they outplay LeBron James on a couple levels or not, they should still be getting more attention than what they deserve, than what they get. You know, that's what I'm saying. If you constantly keep talking about, that's the problem with the NBA. It just keeps focusing on one star too much. I could turn on ESPN right now. I see you, Drew. I could turn on ESPN right now and just see LeBron. But there's other players in the league that should be talked about. You know, now I could tell you some guys I think underrated that don't get talked about as much. I mean, Giannis won the championship, and people barely talk about him. If this was LeBron that won the championship, hey, all of y'all have been going crazy saying he the GOAT. You know, that's what I mean. No, it's not about being so great. LeBron is great. but he's not so great. Okay, like I said, there's a lot of players that you can make a case that's better than LeBron James. It's just simple as that. You can make a case some players right now in this league is better than LeBron James. You know, so when the media says that LeBron James is the best player in the world, even right now, it's kind of questionable. So if it becomes questionable, then it becomes debatable. It's as simple as that. I'm not even sure if LeBron James is the best player in the world right now. You know? I'm not sure if LeBron James really the best player on the Lakers team. Because you take AD off that team, that Lakers team could be like a lower seed team. You know? Yeah, I know FYF. I know. But he needs to get it. That's what I'm saying. Oh, yes, there is. No, yes, there is. How are the media not saying LeBron James the best player? Yes, there is. I mean, the media do count for the Nick Wrights, the Shannon Sharps, right? That is the media. That is part of the media. And there's more of them than people that's not. LeBron's injured right now, but the minute he come back, the first thing y'all going to be saying is talking about how great he is and talking about his numbers and stats. So, but should the Lakers trade Westbrook? No. LeBron, this is your part of your problem. You wanted Westbrook on the team. You got him. Now figure out a way to win with the guy. No complaints, no excuses. You got to get the job done. You know? Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. LeBron's off my top 5. He's more in my top 10 now. If anything, he could get that shining spot at number 6. Hold on for a minute. Wow, see, I got people here making noise already, man. I make videos of it, man. They all do the search. I mean, I already made them. I don't like repeating the same thing over and over again. To me, that gets corny and gets repetitive. You know, I don't want to be these people who if you say stuff over and over again, especially when it pertains to criticism, it becomes hate, right? So I stay away from that. If I say something about somebody, that's how I felt about them at that moment. Is it subject to change for the better? Yes, it can. But at the same time, if it don't change, I'm not going to keep bringing it up. Because if you keep bringing it up, it don't become criticism no more. It just becomes flat out hate. You know? Why you think I don't do no Jordan versus LeBron comparisons no more? Because I felt like I touched on every aspect of that already, that I don't need to keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Now, of course, when some people bring it up, I have to touch on it smallly. That's it. You know? Now, LeBron got the stats. He got some of the individual accolades over a Kobe Bryant. But I think at the end of the day that LeBron James would have lost to Kobe Bryant. So if you keep losing to Kobe and you can't beat Kobe, you can't really be better than him then. LeBron James had no type of defense to stop Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant could score on LeBron James almost at will. And he wasn't as efficient as a scorer as Mike was. Kobe never shot over 50% from the field. Mike has. So just imagine what Michael Jordan could do. Michael Jordan was better than Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, great one. Hey, yo, great one. The Packers pulled it off. The Packers pulled it off. But Let's talk a little more about Westbrook, man. What y'all think? Hold on for a minute. Yo, what's up? Hold on.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, loud and clear, man. Yo, the Packers did it, bro.
I saw the ending of the game. I was busy all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you think the Cardinals are frauds or what?
I think they're a regular season team, and that's about
Yeah,
it.
I think they'll probably get the first seed, but then they'll probably lose like the divisional or NFC championship. Who knows? I don't think they'll go to the Super Bowl.
Nah, me neither. I mean, they're just fun to watch for the regular season. Hey, yo, G Money, what's up?
Salute. How's everybody doing?
Salute, man. Hey, yo, what you got to take on this Westbrook situation with the Lakers and that 26-point lead? What to do with Westbrook on this Lakers team? You're gonna have to keep they may have to keep this headache and just try to figure out a way to win. No excuses, right?
Right. The problem with the Lakers and Westbrook turnovers has been a huge problem. They get careless with the ball, and when they have these big leads, they tend to go away with what's working. They shoot too many threes. They don't use the paint enough, and also what's killing the Lakers into why they lost that lead, that huge lead against the Thunder. I just felt they looked down in their competition. Sometimes they think that they could just show up and play rather than play, to their ability. I mean, like you said, Prince, they were lucky to beat the Grizzlies. If Ja makes that free throw, the game is tied, and who knows? And then the Spurs. The Spurs were 0 for 7 at the line, and also San Antonio blew a 12-point lead going to the fourth quarter.
They went in overtime too.
And it went in overtime too. Maybe the Spurs would make free throws. They could have won the game earlier. It's like the Lakers to me, even though I'm not going to judge them too much because it's still 5 games, I will say this. If they don't be consistent and learn to play 48 minutes, this team's going to be in trouble. Main reason why I thought the Lakers would lose to a team like the Suns is because the Suns have IQ. The Lakers, to me, will struggle against high IQ teams in the playoffs. That's just me. So that's why I felt that the Lakers would not win the West, because here's why. Westbrook is turnover prone. LeBron can score, but he's inconsistent from the perimeter, and AD is injury prone. Remember the game against the Spurs? He was grabbing his leg, his knee. It looked like it was gonna be like an ACL. I just think that the Lakers, to me, I think they have enough to get to the Western Conference Final. That's just me, but I don't think they get past the Suns, assuming Phoenix gets their act together. That's just me.
Oh yeah, I think they got the same problems the Nets got. Lack of defense. Lakers and Nets don't play defense too well.
Yeah, I thought they made a mistake getting rid of Caruso. He was a big boost for them on defense.
Who?
Alex Caruso.
Yeah, he was, because he had a lot of energy. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, also, before we even get back to that, Knicks won, baby.
I'm happy we won.
DeMar DeRozan. I don't know why the ball's in DeMar DeRozan's hand. It should be in Zach LaVine's hand at the end of the game.
I agree.
Yo, you seen that deep three? Zach
LaVine. On top of that too, no, DeRozan went for a pump fake. He had LaVine wide open.
Yeah.
On his left side, but he took. DeRozan should not be taking the last shot.
True that.
Should definitely be LaVine.
I mean, hey, it is LaVine's team per se, basically.
Sure. I'm happy we won the game, but at the same time, we were up 13 in the fourth quarter.
And you guys
got careless in terms.
You guys were up 13. 40 seconds left, remember?
We were up 6. We got a bit fortunate. And don't forget,
and random missed 2 free throws.
And people forget about this. DeRozan almost had a steal. You saw that. He almost had a steal. If he didn't step out of bounds, who knows how different that game could have been. It's like, I'm happy we beat the Bulls, and the Bulls are a good team, but we got to learn to finish games better. It's like, a win is a win, but to me, I'm not going to pump my fist, because it's like, if we would have played the Brooklyn Nets or the Warriors or the Suns or teams like that, we would have lost the way we were playing down the stretch.
Who else did you guys lose to?
No, we lost to the Magic. We lost to Orlando.
Was that at home or was that on the road?
At home, sadly. It was at the Garden. At home. I'm happy we won the game, but I'm not happy the way we won that game because we got careless at the end.
Do you guys think the Knicks are better this year compared to last year?
Excuse me?
Do you guys think the Knicks are better this year compared to last year?
Right now, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what seed do you guys have them finishing?
I mean, I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but I may say probably fourth if we play right, fourth or fifth. I mean, if we put our foot on a gas pedal and all we care about is regular season wins, and we may get worn out for the playoffs, we could make a third seed, but we got to see. The Nets are falling apart. Kyrie Irving's not there. They don't play that much defense.
I know that Philly too. I think Philly's not going to finish top 5. I think they'll be like the year. Remember the year 2 years prior, they were the 7th seed. I think they're just like a 7th seed.
Oh, and you know who getting exposed right now? I want to just bring him up. James Harden getting exposed. This is a guy that the media was saying, oh, he's the best scorer of all time. Yeah, right. Now you change the rules and you don't blow that whistle no more. His numbers go down.
He hasn't scored a game over 20 or something like that.
Yeah, bro. He used to get 15 free throw shot attempts. You know how much he got per game since the season start now? Since these new rules? 5.
Yeah, apparently, I read a stat. It was crazy. I believe it was last year or something like that.
Yeah.
First 2 or 3 games, he shot 48 free throws.
Wow, that's
games,
crazy.
I can't remember. And then now he has less than that after all the games he played this year.
Bro, he gets 5. He only gets 5 whistles called from in most of these games now.
He's only averaging like 16 a game.
16 to 20 foul calls he used to get. Remember the pump fake? He stick his leg out. He do the flopping. But since the league came out with all these rules, that cut off part of his offensive game. Now he's had to actually play basketball. For once, you had to play basketball.
That year he averaged 37.
Yeah.
If those rules if they implemented those rules back then, imagine how much it would average that year. He averaged 30. I think it was 36, 37 or something like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was wide open but it's not wide open no more. He's just going to have to actually play basketball. What do you think about James Harden's situation? I know he's going to get better. I'm not going to say.
I don't know if he's going to get better, to be honest.
But he's not going to be MVP James Harden.
If he doesn't get better, the Nets won't win. He better get better or the Nets won't win. Because, look.
That's how he's used to playing his whole entire career.
Getting free throws and stuff. That is true. That's true.
He's a ref baiter, basically.
Mm-hmm. He is a ref baiter, but that's most guys in the NBA. Dame's a ref baiter. KD sometimes
Dame's getting exposed too. You saw him get blown out by the Clippers the other day?
Mm-hmm. I kept telling people I called Dame overrated. He played well versus the Grizzlies, but I kept telling people Dame was overrated. I kept telling people that because the shot selection is not great.
Oh, that's right. Since the new rules, Dame don't get that much calls no more neither. His numbers went down.
Even Joel Embiid is struggling too.
Yeah.
A little bit, but Embiid still being he's struggling a little bit, but not a lot. Embiid still being dominant a little bit though, at times.
Oh yeah.
Like you think about it, if they implemented FIBA rules and the NBA would be completely different.
Sure,
even Damian Lillard said that it's way more harder to score in the Olympics than it was in the NBA for him.
True, I mean Dame is great, but Dame's only shooting 33% from the field, 17% from 3. Think about that from
Yep. Yo, G Money. You know why G Money? They ain't blowing the whistle for him no more.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, Dame is still a great player. Dame's still great. I'm just saying that when he shoots breaks, he doesn't have an impact. But of course, I'll be called a hater, but I'm not gonna let it bother me. At the end of the day, Harden needs to step up if they want to go far. He needs to step up if they want to go far. And there's a lot of teams who have been surprises. The Wizards have been surprising. They're 4-1. The Hornets are surprising. They're 4-1. The Bulls, the Knicks a little bit. There's been a lot of surprise. The Warriors
I feel like I'll be honest with the Bulls. I think they played some. They got lucky because they played some bad teams. I want to see how they do with these good teams.
That's true. That's true. I mean, excuse me. The Warriors are down 3 to the Grizzlies. I mean, right now.
Yes, Harden is still a good playmaker, Zach, but his thing is mostly scoring.
No, hang on, Prince. I'm sorry, Prince. Zach Harden is still a great playmaker. That's why I think he'll be fine. You were saying, Prince?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was saying, man, we're not hating on the guy, man. We're just speaking the facts. He relies on the whistle to get a lot of his points. That's
There's
just
a lot of
facts.
guys. There's a lot of guys who
Where
do
that
that.
worries the Grizzlies game, it's not
He's not
natural.
he's not the
No,
only
it's
one,
not.
so we're
It
not
should
making
be.
fun of him. We're just particularly talking about that one guy. But there's a lot of guys that depend on the whistle to get their points. It just is what it is, you know.
Right.
So,
Like you
You know
said.
what rule they should bring back next? I feel like they should get rid of the 3-second defensive call where you allow a center to just camp on the paint. See how that works out.
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean you trying to say take away the 3-second rule?
Yeah, and defensive, yeah.
Yeah, because that could be a
So this
difference
way,
between
a
you
center
winning or
just
losing.
a center just camps there, so it's going to be harder for players to attack the paint.
Oh, they tucked that out. You know why they tucked that out, right? You know what player made them put that rule in there, right?
Which one?
Shaq.
Oh,
that was Shaq. Back in, I believe, 2002,
yeah, it was
somewhere
around
between
2001, early 2000s.
Yeah, because Shaq was camping out in that post. Nobody could stop him. The league got tired of it. So they said, you know what? We got to move you out of here a little bit, you know, because you can't
back in the day in the 90s with like Dikembe and Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
Jordan had to go through those guys in the paint.
Exactly. Jordan had to, those guys would stay camped out there.
Yeah.
Jordan would have to even.
Dikembe and Mutombo especially.
Yeah. Yes, he did. He had a lot of blocks by just camping out there.
Yeah.
You know. But yo, G Money, what rules you think the NBA should put in? What would you like to see in the NBA as a rule change if you could put a new rule in? Because every generation is new rules.
To me, they should have a challenge per quarter. They gotta have one coach's challenge per quarter because it's like there's certain missed calls here and there that's screwing up. To me, if you win the challenge, you get that extra challenge in that same quarter. That's what I would do, to be fair, because there's too many missed calls. Another thing they should do, like you said, great one, the defensive 3-second, because you gotta let players clog the paint and stuff. Because right now it's more of a layup.
It's so easy to get to the basket.
It's so easy though. And another thing too,
because you look at like a guy like Ben Simmons, or even LeBron, their bread and butter is just attacking the paint. And if you have a guy clamping the paint, it's gonna be hard for them to score. Like Ben Simmons, he would not even be an all-star if they got rid of that rule.
Right, Zach, I like the Jazz, but I'm not believing in Utah. I don't know why people still believe in his team for it. It's like
I think they're going to be a top 4 seed though.
No, they'll be a great regular season team. I'm just talking about the playoffs. I don't see this team coming out the West because here's what
do you think they'll be top 4, top 3?
No, they'll be top 4. They'll be top 3. I'm just talking about going to the finals. I don't think they'll go to the finals because you got to ask yourself: do you trust Jordan Clarkson in the playoffs? Do you trust Mike Conley in the playoffs? Do you trust Rudy Gobert in the playoffs? Do you trust Rudy Gay in the playoffs? It's like we're quick to think that this team's going to do that, but we don't look at their past history a little bit. I don't know why people think the Jazz are going far. Yeah, they'll be a top 4 seed in the West, may have the best record they can, but other than Donovan Mitchell, who are you going to trust on that team in the playoffs? And Quinn Snyder, he's not a great coach when it comes to making adjustments in the playoffs. I'm sorry. I just don't trust the Jazz in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see it.
Me neither. I think that's fool's gold, man.
I don't know why people are still blinded by this. They think that, they could turn around. No, they're not. Here's the difference with the Bucks and the Jazz. The Bucks have an MVP candidate, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Let me guess who's the number 1 MVP candidate right now? Who's number 1 in the MVP ladder? Guess.
No one candidate right now? Who?
Who's number 1 in the MVP ladder as of right now?
I think it's Steph Curry.
No, guess who they have it like in the media.
Let me guess. Don't tell me. Giannis?
No.
LeBron?
You guys are gonna lose your minds.
Oh.
Donovan Mitchell.
I'm curious now. Who?
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Get out of here. No, it's not. No, it's not. You gotta be joking.
I saw a thing on Twitter. It said number 1 in MVP. Rudy Gobert.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Drew Gully, what's up? Yeah, the West is tough, man.
The West is tough, but to me, man, I know people love saying, the Warriors would go far. I had to see Clay be healthy, and I had to see the other guys. Because here's what we need to understand, right? Jordan Poole hasn't been to the playoffs. Otto Porter doesn't have that much playoff experience. Same thing with Toscano and James White. They don't have enough playoff experience. Yes, I know Steph is going to do Steph things, but teams are going to double him. You know what I mean? Are you going to trust the other guys to hit shots though? And I don't know how Clay's going to look offensively, and Clay's could not be the same defensively. I do think the Warriors will make the playoffs. We all could agree they're going to make the playoffs. I just have to see this team gel in the playoffs before I say to go for it or not. I'm still skeptical about Golden State.
Hell yeah. Let me ask y'all this. Are you going to bench Russell Westbrook? As this coach was saying on TV, he said this on national TV.
Depending where the season's at, though. Depending where the season's at.
I'll show you right now the.
And the Clippers are 1-3. I kept telling Hoop Facts. I knew what was going to happen. I told people the Clippers were not going to be that good this year. Because here's the thing. I understand they have some depth, but if Paul George is inconsistent, they don't win. Reggie Jackson has been terrible so far this season.
Basketball Reference MVP.
Number one.
Over Steph and Butler and what?
That's definitely a joke.
That's a disrespectful. Bro, that's
I don't know. When it comes to Rudy Gobert, these like media guys like love him so much.
Some people overhype the Jazz and Rudy Gobert. Listen, the Jazz ain't gonna do jack squat in the playoffs. Come back to me June 2022 when they're not in the finals. It's
and then when Rudy Gobert gets exposed again.
That's what I keep telling people. It's like people think that every year is going to be different. It's not always like that with every team. You got to look at certain situations to the team. I don't trust the Jazz because, like you said, Great One, Rudy Gobert will get exposed, and also the teams are going to foul him if the game is close. Is he going to hit his free throws? I don't.
They're going to go small ball, too, and he can't guard the small ball.
That's what I keep telling people, man.
Word. Hey, yo, Great One, since you was talking about MVPs, Aaron Rodgers, my new MVP right now.
And Zach is asking, will the Blazers make the playoffs? I don't know. I have to see where this team's at around like Christmas time.
Yeah, I can see Rodgers win the MVP.
I don't think he may get it though, because you know how they don't want to keep giving it to the same guy all the time.
They're saying it's probably going to be Brady or Kyler Murray, one of those two.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, man. But yeah. So. You say you wouldn't bench Westbrook at some point.
I think 6 man would be.
Grizzlies up 3, 2 minutes to go.
Who's up?
Grizzlies.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying if you have him as a 6 man, that's not
Warriors tied.
And that's not a knock on Russell. It's just that it helps. It helps the team if he's a 6 man.
Yeah, that guy was saying he could run the second unit, but I don't think Westbrook's pride. I don't think his pride and ego will allow him to come off the bench.
Well, does he want to win or does he want to, like his stats? That's what they all play for nowadays.
Oh, some of them do. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of those top of that list for stat pad. He loves his stats. You know, so I don't know, man. You know, but we got to see, man. I tell you this much.
They remind me a lot of that 2013 Laker team.
I tell you this much though, if LeBron played in that game against OKC, they had a 26-point lead. They would have won that game because LeBron would have tucked the ball out of Westbrook's hand a little bit.
Yeah,
I agree. And LeBron has IQ
like
too.
Westbrook has to improve his like shot IQ. Like he takes so many dumb shots.
Bro, he takes beyond dumb shots. He just gets caught up in the one-on-one confrontation. He's talking smack and brick after brick. The teammates lose interest because they're just running up and down the court as he holds on to the ball. And his assist not even real playmaking assists. He just holds on to the ball until somebody wide open or he gets triple team or double team.
And his rebound is just him not playing defense. He just he basically lurks around. He's not having guarding his man, and that's how he gets those rebounds.
Yeah, bro.
He's not playing defense.
His players in the OKC lose to move out the way so he could get rebounds.
Steven Adams, Steven Adams sacrifices rebounding numbers just for him.
Yeah, you gotta get that triple double. So this just goes to show you stats ain't everything, man. You know.
Wow, this Grizzlies Warriors game is crazy. The score is tied at 98, 48.3 seconds to go.
Ooh.
That's not a national game.
Is Steph cooking? Let me see if I can get this on
Steph cooking?
Yeah, is he doing his thing?
I mean, let me see. I think he's had
Brent, did you use the app yet or no?
I think. Let me see. Steph Curry has 36 points and 6 assists, yeah.
Okay, what you were saying, Great One?
Did you use the app yet or no?
Yeah, but I don't know. It just don't come due, man. I get like pop-ups.
No, did you the app on your phone?
Oh, the one for the movies.
No, for the games. Remember, it was called Doofus Sports.
Doofus Sport. Oh no, didn't you gave me one that said like sports something?
There was one for online, and then there was one for the one on the phone is more easier because they have a YouTube link.
Oh, okay. I gotta check that one out. I didn't check that one out then yet. I did the other one that on this laptop, but I kept getting pop-ups.
Yeah,
so I
I
was like,
just
you
do
know
it
what?
from my phone.
I don't want to do it.
I just do that from my phone and connect to TV.
Oh yeah. No, look at Ja Morant. Oh, so I'm getting a little bit of seconds left. I got a couple seconds left. It look like they're gonna get tied. They're gonna go into overtime.
You watching the game right now?
Yeah, I'm watching some of the game right now.
This is great. My bold prediction, I think Steph's gonna hit a game winner. My bold prediction, Steph's gonna hit a game winner.
Let's see. Here you go.
No, mine's late. Mine's late.
Oh.
Who's my favorite player of all time? Personally, I love Carmelo Anthony. Means Melo.
Hey, what you guys think
Melo 3 to the dome, baby.
What did you guys think about the top 75 list?
My second favorite player, Chris Paul.
Hey, I'm getting tired of that. I think that's just a waste of time. That 75 list. For starters, it has no criteria to it. You're just throwing a bunch of names and say, oh, these are the 75 greatest players. Won't you just do 15 5 times and do like the greatest 15 of the greatest power forwards, 15 of the greatest shooting guards, just something like that, so we can have something
what
to
they
debate
basically
about.
did is they kept that original. They kept the original 50 list and just added 25 players.
Oh yeah, that's man. Or you could just at least put it in order so we can have something to debate about.
No, if they put it in order, then people are already pissed off at the list.
Yeah, but that'll be something to talk about then if we put it in order, then we have something to talk about.
Well, first of all, people lost their minds over this list. If you did an order, more people would be like,
I would like that.
This is not even an order.
More chaos.
What's it called? Yeah. This is not even an order, and people are overreacting to it.
Exactly, but at least do it if you're going to do it in the 75, you got 5 positions. Give me 15 of the top players in each position, and let's just do that. That'd be more fun.
There are a lot of names where I felt like Damian Lillard.
I don't respect Dame being top 75 of all time.
And you know what happened too? Originally, it was originally supposed to be Kyrie, but because he didn't want to take the vaccine, they took him out. I think that's but this
no, it might be true. That's politics. That's politics for you, bro. He's getting blackballed. I said he was going to get blackballed anyway.
And then I thought Dwight Howard should have been on the list too.
I agree. Game going to overtime, man. This game's been crazy. Curry almost hit a game winner. I felt that the Warriors, they should have allowed Curry to penetrate. I didn't like that shot. Like, I know Steph can hit that, but you're tied. Why should a long 3?
Oh man,
this game was crazy.
Oh yeah, man. The Memphis been playing. They've been playing a lot of teams closely. You know, they're not been an easy team to beat. You know, even if they lose, they still give you a challenge. They've been playing hard.
John Morant's played great. Jaren Jackson needs to step up. You have and don't forget, they don't even have Dylan Brooks, who's the second best player who can create his own shot. Wait till he comes back. This team's gonna be more dangerous because they compete every night. You have Desmond Bain, who's played well. You have Kyle Anderson, who's played well. They have a good team, man. What the Grizz need is a superstar. If the Grizz can get a superstar, Memphis
they're getting one. His name is John Morant. He just got to develop.
True, and he will be a superstar someday. Mark my words. In the future, like 2-3 years from now, he will win MVP. John Morant.
Oh,
it's funny because I told everyone that he was going to be the best player from the draft, and it looks like it's going to end up that way.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think the way Zion is. It's like, and you know, he's going to be one of those few rookies where he doesn't get a contract extension.
Zion better watch his weight and stay in shape, or he won't have a job.
Are you going to give him
a? Zach says Trey superstar. I'm going to say no. He's a budding superstar, but he's more of a star to me. I don't think he's a superstar yet because we can't just look at one playoff run. Like example, Jimmy Butler had a monster playoff run in 2020, but he disappeared last year in the playoffs. Yes, Trae Young is a good player, but we have to see what he does this year in the playoffs. I don't think he's a superstar yet. What do you think, Prince? You think Trae's a superstar?
Oh, definitely. No, he's too young, man. He's a baby. I mean, you give him some time. He's an all-star, though. I give you that much.
He's probably a top 5 point guard in the league, though.
Right. And I want to ask you a quick question. I know we cannot change the past, but if Trey didn't get hurt against the Bucks, do you think it would have been them? Because when he hurt his ankle, do you think it would have been Milwaukee if Trey didn't get hurt?
I don't know, man. I say 50-50. It wasn't like it was a lot. That series could have went any way.
True. What do you think, Great One?
No, I think
remember, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Bucks would have still won.
Okay.
90. Okay, it's 99 to. Yeah, we can hear you. It's It's 99 to 98.
Okay.
Sorry, mine is late though because I'm on my computer, so mine is late.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, I won't tell you
Chris,
until you can mention it for it. Do I got League Pass? No, I'm watching NBA TV.
Oh, it's on NBA TV.
Yeah.
Well, not really. It's not really on NBA TV. They're just showing it because the game went to overtime.
Yeah.
Not every game's always on NBA TV because sometimes when you see a close game, they'll just show it.
Oh yeah.
This game should have been nationally televised. If I were TNT could have showed this game. TNT could have showed this game.
Well, I think they only work like 2 days a week because I think they only work like 2 days a week, right?
Yeah, they do. They do Tuesdays, and I actually checked this. They won't do any more Thursday games until January 2022. Think about that.
Okay. Damn.
But I want to ask you, which network has better analysis, TNT or ESPN?
Oh, TNT. I'm going with TNT. You for analysis? You mean like calling the game?
No, both. Calling the game, analysis, whatever.
I'm gonna go with TNT, man, because ESPN be on some marketing stuff a little bit too much. So, but who calls games for ESPN anyway right now?
Well, there's Mike Breen, there's Jeff Van Gundy, there's Mark Jackson, there's Mark Jones, there's Hubie Brown.
Oh, okay, that's a tough cast to beat. You just said Hubie Brown. I like Hubie Brown and Mark Jackson.
Same here, man. Also, there's Doris Burke, Vince Carter sometimes, Ryan Rucco, Richard Jefferson. Sometimes they call games. Yeah, Mike Tirico used to call games, but he does football now. Yeah. For me, if you talk about calling a game, I'm just talking like play-by-play, I would say ESPN. But if you talk about halftime, post-game analysis, TNT.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I just said. That cast you just mentioned is a hard cast to beat. That's a long list of announcers that calls the game. You said Hubie Brown up in there. Hubie Brown was one of my favorite when he calls the game. I like the fact that he just calls the game. He's not biased.
Right.
He just calls it how he sees it. That's what I like.
He's really old now.
He is.
Yeah.
I miss
like 90 years old or something like that.
I miss him and Mike Tirico together. Him and Mike Tirico were fun to listen to.
Oh yeah. Oh, Marv Albert was always great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on TNT.
Yes.
The foul. I'm gonna miss Marv.
Yes, he was great, man.
At least you still have Kevin Harlan with no regard for human life.
I hate I hate Reggie Miller.
Why?
Yeah, I don't like Reggie Miller too much.
I don't. His analysis is weird.
His voice just annoys me too much.
I don't know. I feel like he has some weird analysis.
What about Chris Webber? What do you think about Chris Webber as an analyst, as a commentator?
He's not.
No,
I don't feel it.
Bro, Mark Jackson is the man, though. That's entertainment.
There goes that man.
Yeah, he give you all the sayings, man. So,
and I don't like Van Gundy either.
No, yeah.
Why not?
Like their analysis is like so off sometimes.
That's true.
Like remember that one. You gotta remember this: the Heat versus Spurs Game 6. Before Kawhi missed a free throw, he said, "Take out Chris Bosh." And what did Chris Bosh do? He just said, "Take out Chris Bosh." And Chris Bosh got the most important rebound in that franchise history.
True. Without that rebound, the Spurs would have won the series in 6.
Yeah, and before that play, he said, "If I'm Miami, I'm taking out Bosh."
That was ridiculous.
That's good. The Van Gundy brothers, man, they just talk out loud. I think they just say things just for the sake of it. Yeah.
Right. For me, what do you think about Kevin Harlan as a play-by-play? I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good. I like Kevin Harlan.
Oh yeah. Hey, yo, G Money, Zach Anson, is Larry Bird a top 5 for you?
I say no, but you could make a case for top 5. I say slightly number 6, but you could make a case for top 5. You could.
I'd say probably borderline, maybe 5'6", somewhere around there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. How far do you think the Warriors can go in the playoffs? I say like second round.
I think they could go to the conference finals.
You think you could beat the Suns or the Lakers in the playoffs?
Damn, what is Draymond Green doing to John Morant? Damn. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that play?
No,
Draymond, he bear hugging John Morant. Look like he about to knock the guy out. What the hell is he doing?
What's my current top 5 NBA players right now? He's asking me. Let me see. Number 1, Giannis. Number 2, KD. Number 3, if you talk about if healthy, it would have been Kawhi. Number 4 and 5 are kind of like a tie between AD, LeBron. You can put Steph in there. It's hard sometimes. It's hard.
Well, okay, let me ask you guys about lists like that. When you do those lists, are you doing it just based off the best players in the league or your top favorite players that you like watching in the league?
To me,
because that's like 2 complete different lists to me.
To me, if I was starting a franchise right now, if I have to draft someone right now, who would I draft? That's how I do it.
A little bit of favorite players, but really more best players, skill set, accomplishments right now, all that stuff.
So basically, who I would draft if I'm doing a draft where I need to pick one player for like the whole year, that's how I do it.
Really? That I never seen nobody use that logic before.
Because that's what it is. Who would you start your franchise with?
Like, say I go by just who's the best player in general,
no, in terms of
even if
time,
I don't like them.
I don't do that.
Right.
Now, if we're talking about all time, I don't use that logic because it's kind of like tricky because like because if we're doing who would you start your franchise with, like guys like Penny Hardaway and Derrick Rose would be in your top like 30.
Right. Okay. But yeah, that's quite fascinating that you said that. You know, I didn't do, but we all here agree we leave our favorite players off the list. Right, so when you say your top 5, even if let's say you a big Andrew Wiggins fan, you're not going to put him on your top 5 just because you like Andrew Wiggins.
Exactly. Right? If you put me in your top 5, you listen. If you put Wiggins in your top 5, I'm not saying you, Prince, or anyone. I'm just making a point. If you put Wiggins in your top 5, I'm not gonna respect or value your list because
I don't like James Harden, but I don't like James Harden, but he's still. Would you guys say he's still the best shooting guard in the league? Or do you guys
right now, yeah.
Kind of by default.
Yes.
Yeah. Who else would you guys think would be the best shooting guard?
I mean, if Clay were healthy, it would have been him, but he's not.
Bradley Beal,
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I guess.
No.
Devin Booker
too.
Devin Booker, yeah, that's one. You know.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't like Harden, but I'd still have him as the best shooting guard in the league.
Okay, so let's take top 5 best players off the list. Who are your top 5 favorite players you like to watch? Players that you're gonna take money out your pocket to probably watch if you had it.
Are you talking about all time or right now?
Right now.
John Morant.
Ja's in there. Me, Steph Curry. Also, Chris Paul for me.
I like Devin Booker.
Well, there's also Giannis. I got put on my list. KD. And I said 4. And and I might put Devin Booker in there.
Okay. Honestly, I like LaMelo Ball a lot.
Even LaMelo is an honorable mention.
Okay.
And John Morant. John Morant is under. And in fact, his
by 3. Would you guys pay money to watch LaMelo play live?
Yeah. Who would?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, no. Some people won't do that. You know, some people don't be like, "Hey, man, he ain't worth spending my." You know,
I like watching his game.
Okay.
He's fun to watch.
Okay. What's your top 5 great ones? Who you like to watch? Not top 5 best players.
Top 5 players.
Probably John Morant. I like Devin Booker.
Right.
Okay.
I like Jason Tatum.
He's underrated to watch.
I'm thinking who else? Probably Zach LaVine.
Okay.
And then
Steph Curry.
I've never been because I'm not into that 3-point shooting stuff.
Right.
I've never been like to be honest, I feel like it kind of ruined this league.
Okay,
I take probably Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard's on my list too. He's on my
that's a shocking one. I know that'd be on Hoops list, but a lot of people say Kawhi's boring. So
I don't think he's boring. I know his personality may not be, umpy jumpy, but when it comes to his game, it's not boring. When it comes to his game, he can fly, he can shoot, he can.
But the thing with
defend.
Kawhi though, sometimes he's like on and off though.
Yeah.
He'll have a really bad game, but then like we saw in the playoffs against the Mavs, he had some bad games and then he had some good games. He's not too consistent. That's like my only issue with him. Even the Utah Jazz series too, the first 2 games he wasn't. One of the games he was that good, but then games 3 and 4 he was really good. So he's like, that's the only thing I don't like about Kawhi. He's not consistent.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Like he has a lot of bad games when you think about it. Even in a Toronto run, like against Philly, he has some pretty bad games.
Hell
Do you agree, Gideon?
I'm 50-50 on that. I'm 50-50 on that. I'm 50-50 on that. I mean, yeah, I do agree in the finals. He kind of was inconsistent in the finals. It really looked deep in
like I said, he has on and off games. He could have a good game and he can have a really bad game. Like the only reason why I pick KD over him because it's rare to see KD have a bad game.
It's true.
Like when was the last time I think KD had a bad game would probably be obviously the OKC and Golden State series. It's like when he looked really bad. But I can't really think of his like really bad games.
He gives you your money's worth.
So Kevin Durant's in my top 5 when it comes to
watching. Yeah, he's on my list.
That's the only reason why I picked KD over Kawhi because of that. Because you don't really see too many bad games from KD. You see a lot of bad games from Kawhi.
I got Kyrie on my list. I think when Kyrie's playing, there's no player pretty much as entertaining as he is.
His ego, his like personality and ego.
Yeah, his personality sucks, bro. Yeah. But when he's on the basketball court, that 40, 50, 90 guy can ball out. He could score. He's entertaining, and he does it in shock value ways, like ooh type of ways. I mean,
I wish Kyrie was playing when I was in high school because I would have like learned from that.
He stole all his moves, the sham god, all of that. Yeah. Yeah, man. So he's definitely fun to watch, man. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, who's your top 5 least entertaining then?
James Harden, Russell Westbrook.
For me, James Harden, Westbrook.
Rudy Gobert.
James Harden, Westbrook. Dame is on my list. No disrespect to these guys, but that's just me. I don't like the stupefied hero ball. I
don't like CP3 that much either. Obviously Ben Simmons is definitely up there.
Ben. Oh yes. Ben Simmons is up there. Definitely up there. Oh man. Draymond Green is up there for me.
He's a role player. I'm talking about
he's a role player. Okay, you talk about superstars.
Well, to be honest, Gobert is probably a role player too.
Hey, but hold on. You guys didn't mention nothing about Luka. Y'all like watching Luka play, or he's just
he's okay.
I like watching Luka. I like watching Luka. He can pass. He can rebound.
I don't like his. He's not really. His defense is like he needs to improve on defense.
And the funny thing about it is, when I talk to foreigners, guys from other countries, they love Luka. That's the first guy they talk to me about. They be like, "Oh, Luka's fun to watch. He's the best." But see, we're 3 people here from the States, and we didn't mention Luka once. So, that's crazy.
Well, how do they feel about Jokic?
Jokic?
Zach Harden doesn't.
I don't get too much talk about Jokic. Just usually Luka.
Zach, I watch a lot of Nets games. He may not play hero ball as much with the Rockets, but he still plays some sort of hero ball though. Let's not pretend that he doesn't take some tough shots. Let's not pretend. He does take some tough threes. Yeah, he can pass, but he still takes some stupid step back threes sometimes. He plays some hero ball. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, he does. I just think that dribble, step back.
Same thing with Luka.
That's like boring. That's boring to me. I don't know why some guys like that.
Luka does the exact same thing. If you actually notice, Luka and Harden almost
have
the exact same
Michael Jordan or something.
Huh?
Does Zach say like Jordan or something?
Zach said that Jordan is the most boring player to ever watch. That's hate.
Man, that I can't even respond to that with that's why I didn't even respond to it. Don't. I know my man Zach just trolling with that one, man. Come
on. Either he's trying to piss you off, or either he's.
I don't Prince. You don't watch him, but did you see Gideon? Did you see Carcino's recent video about LeBron?
No, what about it?
It was basically a top 75 list, and he said basically the video is titled "Carcino breaks his silence on LeBron making the top 75."
Okay.
Wait, doesn't think LeBron's top 75?
Yeah.
I don't. Casino hates LeBron. Come on, man.
No, he said Kenny Smith is better than LeBron.
I'm not. I'm no comment. No.
Yeah,
comment.
we gonna have to just leave that one alone.
No
man.
comment.
We just had to leave that alone. Kenny Smith from Queens, that's my boy, man. I met him a couple times.
And the
but no.
Grizzlies do it again to the Warriors. They do it again.
Shout out to Left Right City, by the way, Queens, New York.
And the Grizzlies do it again to the Warriors. Remember, they beat the Warriors in the play-in in overtime. They beat the Warriors tonight on the road in overtime. Again.
Oh yeah, but one thing I'll give Harden though is that the last he's never missed the playoffs in Houston, right?
No, he never did. No.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'll give Harden credit for is the fact that he's made, and that's in a tougher conference too.
Yeah, in the Western Conference, he made the playoffs every year.
Even that first year, because who was his? I think his second best player was like Louis Scola or something like that, right?
No, his second best player the first year was, I think it was Jeremy Lin. It's probably been Jeremy Lin or Chandler Parsons in 2013.
Oh, I don't remember Jeremy Lin on those Rockets.
He was on the Rockets in 2013. Yes, he was. You can check. He was on the Rockets in 2013 and 14.
I remember they had Louis Scola, and then they had no, they traded for him. And,
no, Scola was gone. Scola was gone at the time. He was gone.
Oh, he was.
He went to the Suns. He was gone. His second best player, 2014 and 15 and 16, Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
2017, you can argue maybe 2018 was Chris Paul. 2019, Chris Paul. 2020, Westbrook. Yeah? Yeah, man?
Yeah, didn't they have Josh Smith one of those years too?
2015, 16, yeah.
Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'll give him, the fact that he's never missed the playoffs in Houston in a hard conference.
Oh, yeah. I got to give Kobe that credit, too. Kobe played his whole career in the Western Conference.
Whole career. He could have left, but he stayed, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Western Conference has always been dominant over the East for God knows how long. And all the top teams were coming out the West anyway, so he had to go do all of those.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I gotta be honest about this game. Ja outplayed Steph down the stretch.
He got him 30 points.
I like Steph Curry, but when I see Steph screw up at the end of the game, I got called out.
Oh, wait, this the second time, right?
Second time, the playing, and then this game. I mean, the playing, I felt Curry did his part, but this game, he had a good start, but cooled off down the stretch.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, the Warriors, hey, they're not unbeaten anymore. So they're 4-1 now.
Oh, yeah. I think when Clay comes back, I think they're itching for Clay to come back, bro.
That's true, but depends how he looks, though. I can't just say this team's going far, because here's the thing. We have to see how Klay Thompson looks, though. Because remember, he hasn't played in 2 years. I mean, here's what we have to consider. What happens if there's a play in which he shoots the ball, but someone puts their foot under his ankle? He might have another Achilles or something. Those are things we have to think about. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't remember this stuff happening like back in the day, where like players trip people like that. Like this stuff started like recently. Like with Zaza, like you don't remember that stuff happening in the 90s or 2000s, where like players purposely trip players.
That's what I'm trying to tell people. I understand the Warriors are a good team, but this is what I'm saying. I don't know how Damian Lee, Jordan Poole, Wiseman, Wiggins, Otto Porter, Toscano are going to look in the playoffs. I don't know how they're going to look in the playoffs, though. Draymond Green is good, but this isn't Draymond Green years past, though. This isn't Draymond Green years past. Steph Curry can score, but sometimes, and I got to be fair, sometimes Steph Curry can take bad shots sometimes. And sometimes he can double and triple team him. And another thing, too, why I don't think the Warriors are going far is, again, Klay Thompson. Yes, he can score. He can shoot, but again, it's going to take him time for him to adjust. And Klay, his defense will be affected. I just think people are overhyping these teams too much. That is the reason why Prince, even though the Suns are 1-3, I think Phoenix will turn things around. Main reason why I picked Phoenix to come out the West is because there's too many teams in the West that have too many flaws. Like
Oh
the
yeah.
Nuggets, they can score, but they're not a great defensive team in the playoffs. And even the fact, Prince, Jokic almost hurt his knee. He almost hurt his knee. You saw that play on Rudy Gobert. He
Mm-hmm.
banged knees. He almost it could have been serious. And
Oh yeah.
also, we don't know how Jamal Murray's going to look. I kept telling people I like Michael Porter, but Michael Porter's not a star.
Mm.
Michael Porter.
Let's say it's come playoff time. Do you see a team like the Lakers or the Nets getting into injury trouble a little more?
I don't know that. Maybe,
You know,
maybe not. We can say the same thing for
I
every
mean,
team.
yeah, I know that, but I'm going by the teams that I see that get injured the most. So in recent years, LeBron's been what? Ever since LeBron's been a Laker, he's been injured 2 out of what, 3 seasons. So, and Durant was injury prone at one point. Kyrie is injury prone.
Mhm.
James Harden's been injury prone now. So I would say out of those 2 teams, because they're the 2 titled contenders that everybody say going to win the championship. What
Right.
team you think is going to be more? If you could take a guess, who's most
If I
likely
had
to be
guess,
more healthy?
probably it's tough, man. If I have to guess, I say slightly the Lakers. One, Anthony Davis. If he gets hurt, it's over.
Mhm.
Also, Russell Westbrook is injury prone too. He can get hurt too, and LeBron.
I'm not Westbrook. AD was questionable for this recent game that they played.
He almost hurt his leg. He almost tore an ACL. If he would have torn that shit, it would have been over for the Lakers, man. It's like,
Man.
but to me, I don't base my argument on who injuries can happen. I don't base my argument on that because injuries can happen to every team that's in the playoffs. What I base my argument is what I'm seeing in the games and the depth teams have. I don't base my argument on what if or hypothetical because those things can happen to every team,
Oh yeah, no question, man. I only said those 2 teams because those are the most talked about teams in the media and the general public for the most
Lakers
part.
and Wolves?
Lakers and Nets. I said who's most likely to be healthy come playoffs.
I wouldn't be surprised if both teams didn't make finals.
To me, it can be Suns and Bucks, it can be Suns and Heat.
Yeah. Yo, just imagine if neither one of those teams make the finals.
I can imagine that. And it can happen. Will it happen? I don't know. So
I don't think the Lakers are going to the finals.
I could literally walk outside and ask people who's going to be in the finals. They say Nets, Lakers, Nets, Lakers, Nets, Lakers. Everybody say Nets, Lakers.
So,
I mean, they said that last year.
That's last year, but you also cannot bank on injuries to happen again. You can't always bank on injuries to happen. You know what I mean?
AD's an injury-prone guy, though.
I understand that, but you can't bank on him being hurt again this year. You can't always bank on that because remember, Donovan Mitchell can get hurt too. You never know. Steph Curry can get hurt. Chris Paul can get hurt. Let me keep going. A lot of players can. Jokic, you never know. He almost had an injury, so it's like let's not pretend that.
Wait, what was his injury again? I saw him get hurt. What was it?
Wait, what?
His injury. What was the
injury? Rose. Who we talking about? Jokic.
Yeah. What injury did he have?
It was what was it? It was some contusion. I think it was like some small injury. It wasn't too much. But what I'm trying to say is this. I understand many teams can get hurt, but every team can get hurt. Donovan Mitchell can miss a series. Mike Conley can get hurt. Chris Paul can get hurt. Giannis can get hurt. Remember, he almost broke his leg. I mean, anyone can get hurt, not just the Lakers or Nets. To me, I base my analysis about what I'm seeing right now. I don't base my analysis on injuries that can happen to one team. No, it can happen to any team.
Oh yeah.
I base my analysis on what's going to happen. In my opinion.
Yo, but hold on, before you continue, Joakim Noah was in the house. He bought the house down in Chicago. He got a lot of love over here in Chicago.
Tony Kukoc, what's it called? Even Carlos Boozer was there.
Oh, okay, wow, old school Bulls.
What I think about the Cavs starting off 3-2. Hey, they have a good team. Darius Garland's playing well. Colin Sexton, Kevin Love.
What's it called? I heard they want to trade Colin Sexton though because apparently they don't like his personality or something like that.
True. I mean, true. I don't know if he's gonna get traded. The Cavs have a good start, but I don't think they make the playoffs. I gotta see what his team looks like.
It's surprising that some of these rookies are gonna be free agents. So like DeAndre Ayton is probably gonna be a free agent. Sexton and then Zion Williamson. A lot of these rookies are gonna be free agents that fast.
Oh yeah. Hey, yo, what's this talk?
Pelicans, would you reset? Would you give Zion an extension or no?
No, if he lives up to the potential, he got to prove it.
No, right now, at this point,
right now,
yeah.
If you lose Zion, who's gonna be your franchise player? That's the thing.
But then, if you gamble on him, how do you know that gamble is gonna pay off? If you pay him,
That's the miracle of draft picks. You don't know.
You don't.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, certain
Like, what if
players
you
you don't know. Other
decide to
players you
pay him
do.
like 30 million, 40 million a year, and he doesn't pan out?
I mean, we can also do like what if? What happens if he does pan out? Again, I'm not saying Zion's a superstar, but I will not. I will give him. I won't give him too much of an extension. Probably like a 2-year extension, something like that. Because again,
And the Suns are stupid. They should give DeAndre Ayton an extension. They should not let him walk.
I agree. If I were Robert Sarver, this is the reason
Like, they should.
why
I
the
don't think
Suns
they should
haven't
have
won.
gave Chris Paul all that money.
120 million. That's a little too much. I would have
Because
probably
by the time he retired, by the time his contract's over, he's gonna be like 40 years old.
And he might retire after that.
Yeah.
Prince, he's asking.
Why would you gamble on a veteran than a
Word.
key young player?
Hey, yo, G Money, what is this talk about? People calling you a Durant supper? Is there something I'm missing here?
I'm not gonna argue with them. Those people are just clowns.
Did you say something that?
No, he's one of my favorite players to watch. I never said he's my favorite player to watch. He's one of
Who
my
said that?
favorite. Godfather, but I'm not gonna listen to that. Zach is asking me, can Jaylen Brown be a franchise on one player? I think it's early. I think it's too early. I don't know.
I think Jaylen Brown's solid, but I don't think he's a franchise player.
He's like
number one
option. Number 2 or 3. We can't base one season.
Bro, I'm going with 3. I think he'd be a great third option. I can't say 1 or 2.
Right, and if you look at Jaylen Brown's playoff career, he's inconsistent in the playoffs sometimes. We can't base one game. He's this and that. He's a good player, but let's not overreact to every run a player goes to.
Oh yeah.
Like example, Jimmy Butler had a finals run for the ages. He was balling. What happened last year? He was garbage in the playoffs. It's like we can't overreact to these players. Jaylen Brown is good, but he's not number one. He's not though.
Oh yeah. Don't let Red Pill hair you say Jimmy Butler garbage. That's his man.
No, I didn't say he's garbage.
I mean, yeah, what did you say? He went down or something like that?
I say he played like crap in the playoffs.
Okay.
He's a great player. He's a great player. He's an all-star.
Yeah, he gonna disappear. He gonna disagree with you on that one though.
I'm speaking facts. What are you doing in 2021 playoffs? He was great in 2020. He was great in 2020. What are you doing in 2021? Did you have the Heat being swept?
Bro, if they could hold down the Bucks the way they did this season in the playoffs, it's going to be a problem for the Bucks. Don't sleep on Miami, man. Miami could be good.
I think Butler and Ben will bounce back. I want to ask you guys, what do you think about a Phoenix Miami NBA Finals if that were to happen? At Suns Heat Finals.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't, because Jimmy Butler's not. He's not a number one.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it because I'm a basketball fan and I cover the sport, but I ain't gonna lie, I won't be seriously probably entertained by that. That's not the finals I want to see.
What would be a great one? What do you think about Suns Heat Finals? That can actually happen this year.
I don't know, because what's it called? The Heat don't even have a true super. Like, I don't think Jimmy Butler is a number one. I think he's a number two.
Number two around that, yeah. If they had a Kyrie or a Kawhi on their team, they could win the championship.
Hey, if my trade options go to, then Kyrie's on the Miami.
I do think the Miami and
that is a different story.
A Miami and Brooklyn series would be fun to watch, though.
That can go 6 or 7 games. Miami can knock off Brooklyn. Do I think they will? I'm gonna say no, but they have a great shot to knock off Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, man, this Brooklyn looking really suspect. Even if I think Kyrie Irving was playing, they still look suspect because even the little games that they played with each other, they still had defensive problems.
And also their offense has been bad as of late. Like, think about this. The Nets usually score 100 points in their sleep. 2 games, they haven't scored 100 points. Think about that. You have KD and Harden, Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Patty Mills. You can't even reach 100 points. And Zach, he asking me, Knicks and Suns, is that the finals you want to see, Zach?
I mean, as a New Yorker, I would like to see it, but I think the general public.
What's it called? What would be a good Bulls versus Knicks rivalry back?
That can happen. It's still early, but that can happen. If the Knicks play the Suns, I'd like Suns in 6 games. I'm sorry. I mean, that would be a good series, but let's be honest. New York, even though we're a good team, our execution is questionable sometimes. You even saw in this game against Chicago. If we would have played like that against Phoenix, we would have lost.
It will be an interesting series too. Warriors versus the Nets in the finals.
That would be fun. KD against his former squad.
That's good. That's good. That's a good one. I like to see the Clippers versus the Bucks, assuming if Kawhi was fully healthy.
I want to see a Clippers versus Nets too.
Clippers
Nets-
versus Nets. Oh, Kawhi
Yeah.
versus Kevin Durant. That,
Lakers versus Bucks for me. Lakers versus Bucks. That'll be nice.
yeah.
This is a crazy finals. What about Hawks versus Mavs?
Oh yuck!
Nah,
Dude,
nah.
I would not want to watch that.
Why
Yeah,
not? I think it's good. Why not?
I'm good.
I'm not a big Trae Young guy.
I mean, since I cover sports, I would have to watch it to a certain extent.
Yeah,
But
I don't like these like one dimension.
it's not my ideal.
Scorers like they just like jack up shot. Like that's what Trae Young is. He just jacks up shots.
I mean, he does play make. Trey does play make though. He does take bad shots, which is true. Trey takes bad shots, but he does play make though. He does. He does pass though.
That would have a low like because what's it called? I think Miami and the Lakers had like the worst ratings of all time, right?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
This would even have way lower ratings if they had Mavs and Hawks.
Yeah, and the Hawks will probably beat the Mavs in like 5 games. That series will not be competitive because Atlanta's a better team, better coach, better deep shooting.
Mavs,
team.
yeah, the Mavs. I don't think the Mavs will even pass the first round this year.
I agree. The Mavericks are mediocre, man. Porzingis is inconsistent. Their bench is ass. Their depth is ass. Jason Kidd's not a great coach. He's only won 1 playoff series. I mean, they overcame a 20-point deficit against the Spurs tonight, but they're a mediocre team.
Hell yeah.
Zach, he said he wants Bucks versus Warriors. That would be a good finals, though.
It's not bad. That's a good one.
Bucks Warriors, that would be good. And don't forget, Giannis could have won the Golden State. People forget about this, right? Let's do a what if. Let's say the Bucks would have lost last year and say Giannis joined Golden State. That almost happened.
Well, no, what's it called? No, he signed a contract.
I know, but I'm saying let's say he didn't sign the contract.
Yeah.
Let's say he didn't sign the contract and say Milwaukee had lost last year. He could have left.
He could have asked for a trade last year in like December. He could have asked for a trade, and they would have probably traded because apparently they're going to trade him for. Because I heard the rumor was Giannis for Wiggins, Draymond, Wiseman. Like they're like those their new core. They're basically going to trade their new core and Draymond for Giannis.
Wow, man, Milwaukee would have been taking a step back, and Golden State would have been a big 3 if they Clay was playing.
And things could have happened. Phoenix could have had a ring. Brooklyn could have had a ring. One of the teams could have had a ring. If Giannis was gone, it's like,
or the Warriors could have had a ring too.
The Warriors, remember Clay was still out, so
yeah, but with Giannis and stuff.
I know, but I'm talking about 2020 last season. We're talking about last season.
So do you think that if Giannis and Steph, do they beat the Suns?
Giannis and Steph, well, I think so. But I think so.
Yeah, I'm saying if Giannis went to the Warriors last year, I think they could have won with just Giannis and Steph alone.
Yeah, but would it being a fully healthy Brooklyn team? That's the thing.
Oh yeah,
that's my point. They would need Klay Thompson in that series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you can add Kyle Kuzma to that list of players that once they left a LeBron team that they played well. He's officially balling, man.
And the Wizards have been red hot, 4-1. They beat the Hawks. Washington's been a surprise. I know it's early and they probably will cool off at some point, but the Wizards have been a surprise. I mean, you have Bradley Beal still balling. You have Kuzma playing well. You have Harrell, who left LeBron. He's played well. He had 25 and 13. Tonight, Kuzma had 21. Beal had 27. KCP had 21. I mean, Bertans had 10 off the bench.
Bro, Montrezl Harrell is playing like 6th man of the year back again, and he didn't play with that when for some reason the Lakers took his minutes away.
They didn't play him at all.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Montrezl, he's not a good defender though. Like,
true.
Jokic was killing him on the pick and rolls and pick and pops.
True. Oh yeah, Jokic was destroying.
He's not a rim protector. He's not too. He's not.
He cannot guard the pick at all. Like
Jokic
torched him last year.
You know why? He's 6'7", bro.
So Zach is asking me, is Anthony Edwards?
He brought Rodman on Jokic.
I think it's way too early.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Zach is Anthony Edwards a future superstar? It's way too early. I don't know. And when I think of the Wolves starting 3-1, look, Minnesota always starts off hot and then they die off after that. I don't think the Wolves make the playoffs. Could they make the play-in? Maybe. But do I think they'll make the playoffs? No. I don't think they'll make the playoffs.
I think Cat leaves that team soon.
You think he leaves by deadline?
Probably in free agency or something like that. Who knows?
Yeah, man. But what do you think? What team do you think you use Karl Anthony Towns?
Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
What team do you think you use Cat?
The Brooklyn.
Do you think Brooklyn needs Cat though?
I mean, they'd be like more unstoppable than ever.
If they get Karl-Anthony Towns, that team could be a dynasty. That team could be a dynasty.
I mean, would you trade Kyrie for him?
Kyrie and who? You're gonna need more than Kyrie.
I don't know. Throw in
Joe Harris, maybe.
Throwing a spare part. Throw a bag of Doritos in there, basically. That's what he said.
To me,
Kyrie
I'll wait
Irving
until
and a bag
after
of
the season
Doritos.
if I were the Nets. I wouldn't trade Kyrie. If I do trade Kyrie, if you're Brooklyn, I would trade him for either Malcolm Brogdon. He would fit nice in that team because he can pass, he can shoot, he can defend. I would even trade him for Kyle Lowry if you can. Ben Simmons to me would not fit. I don't care what anyone says. He would not fit on that team because he can pass the rebound, but he can't shoot. So it's like
they don't need him to shoot though. That's the thing. They don't need him to score.
Yeah, but there could be a time in which Harden and KD
just put him
garbage.
In fact, put him at center. To be honest,
man, just pick Cat on the Knicks. G Money. Let's just pit him on the Knicks. We gotta have a superstar. We have
all. Put Ben Simmons at center.
Yeah, but I understand that. But what happens if there's a series in which Durant and Harden are not on? Just a hypothetical. You need a third guy. That's what I'm trying to say.
At that point, it's not even. They're done without KD or Harden.
I know, but my point I'm saying is that I don't think Ben would fit. That's just me personally.
I'm saying if you put him at number 4 or 5, I think they'd be all right.
I mean, you can think that, but to me, you can think that, but to me, you also need your center to shoot the ball. You need a center that can space the floor. The Bucks won. Brook Lopez can space the floor. 2019, Marcus Gasol can space the floor. 2020, yeah, 2020 not so much. But in this era, you need a center that can shoot. That's why I'm saying that I don't think Ben would fit. That's just me. And another, Cat would fit nice with the Suns. If you put Karl-Anthony Towns,
I mean that's not true because Giannis he was playing center in the finals.
That was actually Brook Lopez. Brook was playing center.
No, but there were stretches where they take Brook Lopez out.
I mean, that's true. I mean, Giannis is not a great shooter, but Giannis can stretch the floor a little bit. Ben can't shoot at all. Ben's a good player. Don't get me wrong. Ben is a good player. I'm just saying that you need to have some sort of a jumper. I'm not saying
like if he's playing center, I don't think so. If he's playing 1 or 2, then yeah. But I think for a center, I think if you have 4 guys who could at least shoot, and your center can't, I think you're okay.
True, but Joe Harris is inconsistent in the playoffs. That's what I need to understand. Joe Harris is good, but he's inconsistent in the playoffs. That's my point of why I'm saying that I don't think they should trade for Ben. Ben would fit nice with either Golden State. He would fit nice with Sacramento, Cleveland. Who would fit nice there. But back to this, Karl-Anthony Towns would fit nice with the Phoenix Suns.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, but they already have, because the only way they do that if they're getting, because they already have DeAndre Ayton, and depending what happens free agency, if you don't get DeAndre Ayton, then that's the point where you have to go for Cat.
That's what I'm saying. If you had Karl-Anthony Towns, I understand he's not a good defender, but he can shoot. He can score in the post. My only thing with Towns is heart. Sometimes he lacks heart. Sometimes.
What about DeAndre Ayton on the Nets?
He will fit nice with that team. DeAndre on the Nets, he'll fit nice. He'll fit very well. He can stretch the floor a little bit. He can bang. He's a good defender. He will fit nice with that team.
Yo, before we head out of here, I want to ask you guys a question. Who would be a great sidekick for Luka then? Since Luka needs a number 2. He needs his Scottie Pippen. Who would be his Scottie Pippen, so to speak?
I think he needs a center.
He needs a second reliable player.
Option.
Yeah.
Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine would fit nice. Zach LaVine. If Zach LaVine went to the Mavericks,
what about Cat and Luka? You think
that can help?
That wouldn't be they'd be a good team, but I don't think they'd be championship contenders.
Sure, because you have 2 guys who can't play defense. That's the thing.
Like I think if you put like Julius Randle on the Mavs, they'd be good.
True.
If you put any like big man in the league, like a really good big man, like even if you put AD on the Mavs, I think they're a championship contending team.
Oh yeah.
But they need more than 2 stars. They haven't fixed a lot.
They gotta fix their bench. They gotta fix their bench. They gotta be a better defensive team. The Mavericks can score, but the defense is consistent.
The problem isn't just a second option. Even if you get 2 guys, they have to basically carry the team. You need to put like a whole team around them.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. And yo, we about to head up out of here. Salute to everybody that joined today. And great one. Aaron Rodgers a bad man, boy. That's all I gotta say about Aaron Rodgers, man. You know, he probably the most skilled quarterback for me, man. He gonna get the nod from me, man. You know,
You want to go over some NFL picks real quick?
huh?
NFL picks real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Give me some.
Okay, let's see.
See you later, everybody.
All right. See you later, G Money.
See you, G Money.
All right.
So Packers won today. Panthers and Falcons. Panthers or Falcons? Who do you got on that?
Panthers and Falcons.
I'll go probably Panthers.
Oh wow.
Because they don't have I think
suck.
CMC. I think Christian.
Yeah, I'm going Panthers. I'm going Panthers too. I'm going Carolina.
Titans, Colts. I got Titans.
I'm gonna do a shotgun. I'm gonna go with Colts.
On the Chiefs last week.
Yeah, I did.
They only scored like 3 points.
I'm gonna go with a shot. I'm going with the Colts
over the Titans.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, if Aaron Rodgers could pull this off, then hey, anything can happen in football. You got to take some risk.
No,
you got to take some risk, man.
Like, I did pick the Titans to win against the Chiefs.
Yeah,
but to beat them down that badly, that was a shocker. Bills versus Dolphins. We don't even need to discuss that.
That's easy work for the Bills.
Bengals, Jets, Bengals.
Okay.
Browns, Steelers. I think that'll be a good game.
Browns and who?
Browns and Steelers.
I got the Browns winning that.
I'm not sure if the whole team's healthy though. That's the thing. Because I know Baker Mayfield was out. I'm not sure if he's back.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Baker Mayfield's healthy, I'll still go with the Steelers.
Okay.
Eagles, Lions.
Eagles, baby. We could beat the Lions. We could beat the Lions. I know, right? We could beat the Lions. Come on, man. The Lions give up games. They literally give up games.
LA Rams versus Texans. I got the Rams.
I got the Rams too. LA's offense is sick.
All right, this is going to be a good one. 49ers and Bears.
Oh. Well, 49ers, bro. Well, 49ers. I'm sorry to say that to your Bears, but I'm going 49ers, bro.
I think I got the
Is Garoppolo playing?
Yeah, I think he's playing.
Okay.
But that Bears defense, though. I know they gave up 35 against the Bucs last week, but then in the second half, they allowed no points.
Bro, you guys, the defense haven't been at its really best since, what, the 80s? Like the 80s Bears defense.
No, they've always had a good defense. The problem was always offense. They always have a below average offense.
True that.
Patriots or Chargers? I think I'm going with Chargers. Chargers are home.
Chargers at home. Something telling me the Patriots, man. I got a feeling the Patriots.
I'm going Chargers. Jaguars, Seahawks. I got the Seahawks.
Jaguars. I got Jaguars.
Did you see the Monday night game last week?
No, I didn't get to see. I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
Yeah, Gino gave that up.
Oh, yeah.
Buccaneers or Saints? I'm going Buccaneers.
Buccaneers, yep. I give you that one.
Saints are home, though, but I think the Buccaneers could pull it off.
Okay.
Washington versus Broncos. I'm going to go Broncos.
I mean, that's obvious. They need to get their name back. Or get something, man. The Washington football team, what is that? Man, get a name already, bro. Even if you can't get Redskins, let's get how hard it is just to get a new name.
Yeah,
get a new name, new logo, and call it a wrap.
I mean, they're a relevant team anyways.
Yeah, but I know a guy that loved the Redskins, man. Well, when they was the Redskins, him and his pops used to watch the Redskin games all the time.
They haven't been good. They haven't been good in a long time.
Yeah, I know.
I think since RG3, like they're good when they had RG3, but then
man, he has so much potential, bro.
Yeah,
he just keep getting so injuries.
I think if Lamar keeps running like that, he's gonna be like that too.
Oh yeah, and your RG3 was fun to watch too, man. He was exciting.
I think he would have been a Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Oh yeah, no question, man.
Cowboys or Vikings? I think that's gonna be a good game.
The Vikings and who?
Viking Cowboys. Vikings are home.
Oh, I'm going to Vikings. I ain't never going with no Cowboys, man.
I'm only picking the Vikings so they're home.
Okay.
And then Monday Night Football, Giants versus Chiefs. I got Chiefs.
Yeah. Chiefs is, man, come on. Even though they ain't playing so good this year, they should be able to beat the Giants.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hey, that's the rundown, man. I'm gonna be on Sunday too again for the NFL. See if my man T, because T likes football too. So we got a little different audience. Mostly a lot of people here love the NBA because it's an easy storyline.
And you don't have to watch the games too. Know what's going on.
Yeah, football, you got to actually watch the game because if you
same
don't.
with boxing too. With boxing too, you have to watch the fight. You can't just.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, you could watch boxing highlights, but then you start to break it down and talk about it. People would know you don't know what you're talking about. You haven't watched it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those sports you just got to watch,
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah, man, with that being said, man, we out, yo.
And I'm going to catch you if you're doing Sunday.
I'm about to kill this
Far
right
Cry
now.
3.
No, it's Far Cry 6. Yeah, this is Series X. Yeah, so.
Wait, is that the new one?
Yeah, that's the new one that came out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands on a PS5, but they're all like sold out.
Well,
I'm gonna try getting one on Thanksgiving.
Oh, damn. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'll hop on. I'll try to see you Sunday then.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. See ya.
Salute. Peace.
Salute.
Yo, we out of here, man. Good night of sports. Man, it was a lot of good sports on tonight, man. But yo, we Audi 5,000, man. Please.